We just parked our car and we are walking on in to Animal Kingdom. The weather today is really, really nice. It's probably just about 80 degrees outside, sunny. Definitely a nice break from living in Kentucky and the snow at the current moment. So it's about a 5-minute walk probably from where we parked to the park entrance. And then I think we're gonna start by heading not towards Pandora. I think we're gonna hit that last. So maybe like the Africa area. All right, we just made it through park entrance. It is so nice today. There's a breeze. Oh, it's so shaded in this park. I'm definitely excited to just have a nice, chill day, do some rides, walk around, see some animals. It'll be fun. When you first walk into the park and you walk to the right, there's like a couple little walk-off areas where you can see some animals. There's a big iguana right here. It's pretty cool. He's just chilling. Looks like he enjoys the sunshine. That is a black-necked swan. There's something about this park that's just really peaceful. I think we're gonna take a couple pictures and then head left towards Africa. Right off to the left of the tree, there's these really cute little flamingos. I think I heard that flamingos aren't actually born naturally pink. It's based off their diet.
Based off the shrimp they eat.
The shrimp they eat, yeah.
This one probably doesn't eat very much shrimp. So, look at those over there.
He's a vegetarian.
Those dudes are stingy.
So if you keep walking to your left here after the tree, you'll see that one little area with the animals. And then there should be a pathway coming right up that lets you walk right up to the tree. If I can find it. There's otters too. I like otters. They're cute, but they might not be out. It's a little hot for otters. Yeah, they're not. They're inside. They're cooling off. If you ever want to have the worst meal of your life in Animal Kingdom, eat at Pizza Safari. It's gross. Don't recommend it at all. Even for people who are picky eaters, it's not good. So you keep walking to your left past the Otter Grotto to the Tree of Life Garden, and you can walk right up to the tree. I've actually never done this before. I saw it on Instagram before our trip and decided I was gonna figure it out when I got here. I'm excited. I've never been this close to the Tree of Life. Doesn't look like very many people know about it. So it's pretty empty. There's maybe a handful of people, but with COVID, it looks like it might be roped off. Oh, it's not. It's open. Well, this is nice. There's like no one here. Like 2 people. So you can walk right on up to her. We actually just decided to follow this path all the way through and see where it takes us. Like I said, we really don't have a plan today, so we're just moseying along. Looks like it might be feeding time for the lemurs. Whenever I see lemurs, all I think about is Zaboomafoo. I think that makes me a 90s baby. Oh, he's so cute. Snack time.
Oh, look, she's doing them high fives. She's checking them out.
This is what I love about Animal Kingdom right here.
Oh, yeah.
They take such good care of their animals. Oh, it's snack time. Oh, she's training him, I think.
She's checking him out, too.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. You don't get that opportunity very much.
He just follows her around anywhere she goes.
It's just a little busy today. It's way busier than I fully expected, to be honest with you. It's man, it's busier than when I was here last time, for sure. And it's hot. But that's because it's the middle of the day. It's like 85 degrees outside right now, so. But look at these crowds. So we decided after seeing that crowd and with the heat and everything, we're stopping at Tamu Refreshments to grab a Dole Whip, and we're gonna sit down in the shade and kind of make some sort of game plan. See what the wait times are in Pandora, see what the wait is for the safari, things like that, and just make kind of a rough game plan, nothing serious. It is way busier than I thought it was going to be today, so I don't think my crowd calculator was accurate, that's for sure. No. Right up to the side of Tamu Refreshments, there's like a little seating area where you can take your mask off and chill out, cool out. We got both Dole Whips. We got the regular Dole Whip and then the Dole Whip float. They are melting already extremely fast, as you can see. So we're just gonna eat them and come up with a game plan. It looks like the safari is currently about a 45-minute wait. Everest is about a 30, and then everything in Pandora is over 100 minutes. So we'll probably start with the safari since it's right across the way. But we definitely just want to cool off. The heat is gonna go up until about 2 o'clock, and then it looks like it'll start to come back down, but it's going to be sunny and warm all day long. So we definitely just want to take it easy and make sure we're not overheating. So we just got off the safari and we got to see a ton of animals. It was probably one of the better safaris I've ever been on. The guy who drove the what's it called?
Safari cart?
The safari cart. Drove the truck, whatever. He was really nice, and he pointed out a lot of animals for us, and I really enjoyed it.
It's pretty hot, so some of them are definitely hidden, but like the rhino was 10 feet from the cart.
Yeah, that was really cool. And then the
ostriches, things like that.
ostriches, yeah.
The only ones we didn't really get to see really up close was the elephant and the lion.
Yeah, so it was good. I've never done it in the middle of the day. I've heard that in the middle of the day the animals have a tendency to be more hidden. I didn't find that, but it's also only 85 here versus in the summer when you come in the middle of the day and it's reaching 100. So
yeah, a lot were actually walking across the roadways, and
we saw a lot of giraffes.
Yeah, a lot of giraffes and things like that. It was pretty interesting.
All right, so I think we're gonna head towards Everest area. We're probably gonna take a little bit of a break here soon because it is getting hot, and then we'll be heading towards Everest. Definitely a little bit busy here today. This will be worth it. It looks actually surprisingly like the capacity at this park is so different. So yesterday when we were in Magic Kingdom, we noticed that most of the ride vehicles, they were barely filling, half filling, definitely practicing a lot of social distancing. Whereas here so far, the Safari, and it looks like Everest, they seem to be filling the rides, but not without safety measures, of course. There was plexiglass in the Safari, and I guess we'll figure out what's on Everest here soon. But it's definitely full. It's probably what's keeping the wait time a lot lower than most of the rides in the rest of the park. The one thing I will say in regards to COVID, with social distancing lines, they are so much longer than you would expect. They do move rather quickly, but
they are ridiculously.
They are crazy long, so be prepared to definitely walk a lot more than you're used to walking when you come during COVID. So for Everest, the line starts all the way at where the Nemo musical used to be. 35. So you walk, I don't know, probably about 5 or 6 minutes before you even hit the end of the line. But like I said, it does move pretty quickly, so I wouldn't stress about it too much. Just expect to walk a little bit more than you're used to. We got lucky in line and we get to see a cavalcade. Simone and Rafiki. We just got off Everest, and that is definitely not a ride for people who don't like roller coasters. I'll tell you that. That is a one and done for me. My husband isn't feeling so hot, so we're gonna go find somewhere to take a break and relax. It is still really warm here, and then we'll probably head in the direction of Dinosaur. We're walking through the kids area, the Dino-Rama area. We won't be going in there. We have no interest in it whatsoever, but it is really fun if you have little kids. They have a bunch of kid rides and carnival games, things like that. We are headed towards Dinosaur. So for Dinosaur, the line isn't too bad. It's just right outside the main building here. It says it's only a 25-minute wait, which is really nice considering it was 50 before we got on Everest. So it seems like maybe the crowds might be thinning out just a little bit. Or people are going to have lunch or going back to the resort because it's getting so hot. They have done a really good job, I have to say, for the most part, of keeping these outdoor areas where the lines are, trying to keep them to the edge and in the shaded area. So we just got kicked out of the Dinosaur line after waiting for probably over 40 minutes for technical difficulties. Now, I really wouldn't have an issue with this if it wasn't for the fact that everyone that was already inside the building that you normally walk through, the main circular building, everyone in there got to wait and sit in the air conditioning and wait for the ride. Anyone who was outside got kicked off. Now, mind you, we were like 4 people from those doors. So we waited 40 minutes for nothing. Cast members didn't say anything. Cast members didn't care. I have to say, very, very unmagical experience. Not impressed, not happy. I'm gonna put this away because I'm irritated. We are walking into Pandora now. Not gonna lie to you guys, today's been a little bit rough. It's been really freaking hot. It's not been the best Animal Kingdom experience I've had, that's for sure. It's been hot, it kicked off rides. I'm so hot actually, I'm to the point where I literally don't have an appetite. So I know I was planning on trying some things here, but I'm the kind of person that if I get too overheated or exhausted, I actually end up throwing up my food. So I definitely don't want to do that. We are gonna get on Flight of Passage because it's, you know, kind of a must-do since we spent the money to be in this park, but we're probably gonna leave right after that. I think we really need to get out of the sun and rest a little bit. We did do, you know, 11.5 hours yesterday at Magic Kingdom, so we just need a little bit of a break, honestly. It's not that it's not beautiful, it's just a little too hot for us. And getting kicked off that ride with absolutely no indication from cast members, no apology, no explanation. They literally could not have cared less. That irritates me because as a cast member, as having been a cast member, I would never want to make a guest feel that way. So anyway, we're headed to Flight of Passage. We're gonna hop in that line. It's definitely gonna be probably over an hour wait, and then we're gonna be headed out about 2 hours before the park actually officially closes. All right, so I know the last time you saw us, we were actually in the park, and we said we were going to be doing Pandora, but we just couldn't do it. By the time we got towards even halfway towards the end of the line, the wait was over 85 minutes. We are miserable and hot. I have to be honest with you guys and tell you that today was the worst day I've ever had in a Disney park. And it's not just the heat, it's not any of that. The cast members today, not friendly. I did not have a good cast member experience. Didn't have a good park day experience. I have to say, for me personally, with Animal Kingdom, without fast passes, it's just not worth it. You're waiting a huge portion of the day that the park is open, because it's also limited hours. It was only open from 8 to 6. So you're waiting a huge portion of the day in line. And these lines, because they're extending them, you're in the sun, you're just baking. And we're here in February, so any of you that are watching this that are planning on coming out in the summer, if you have kids and stuff like that, you really need to be aware that you're going to be waiting with a mask on in full heat and full sun for hours for these rides. And for us, we're very, very fortunate. I'm able to say that this is not the only time I will be going to a Disney park. This is not the only time I will be coming to Walt Disney World. I know that I am lucky and fortunate enough to be able to say that. And we just decided, because we know that this isn't the only trip that we're going to take, that we were done. We're 100% done. We did a long day yesterday. It was hot today. We just decided to call it. We didn't want to be exhausted the rest of our vacation. After all, this is a vacation, and today did not feel like a vacation day. I mean, let's get his thoughts on it.
If you come, do your rides as soon as you get there. Don't wait. Oh, I want to do Pandora at the end of the day. By that time you're hot, you're tired, you just want to be done. Get to the park when you're fresh, you're hydrated, you're not burning up. Do your ride right away.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's a 85-minute ride, it's going to be 85 minutes at the end of the day. So all day, Pandora wasn't below 80 minutes.
Yeah,
all
it was
day.
bad.
So like, get there when they open, get in line, do the ones you want. That way you don't have any regrets. If you decide to leave early because you have a bad experience, or it's hot, whatever the case may be, then you got to do what you came for, and you can feel comfortable going ahead and leaving early.
Yeah, I completely agree with everything he said. So right now, actually, we're actually heading to Walmart, because I really wasn't anticipating February to be close to 90 degrees. When we were leaving the park, my watch said that it was 88 degrees out. I had no clue that it got this hot in February here. I knew it was hot, but I thought it would be between 70 and 80. I didn't think it would be between 80 and 100. So I need to either grab a dress or some shorts or something to wear tomorrow, because part of the reason I was so miserable is because I really only had pants. So I was wearing jeans all day, and that is not ideal for a Disney park. So we're gonna head to Walmart and then head back to the hotel and kind of get a game plan for what we want to do for dinner and the rest of the day and all of that. So if you guys have any questions about what my experience is like with COVID and not having fast passes and things like that, I want you to leave comments below so I can answer them. I do want to preface this and say, I feel like Animal Kingdom without fast passes for me is not really worth it. That was not the case yesterday in Magic Kingdom. I feel like there's a lot more attractions and a lot more things to do, so I didn't feel like the fast passes, not having those, really diminished my experience at all. I don't think I'll feel that way about Epcot either, because Epcot, again, doesn't have that many attractions that I personally would want to do. There's a handful, but I mean, there's not like roller coasters or a bunch of rides that I would want to do, because we don't have our kids. So Frozen isn't a necessity, which is usually the one with the longest wait time. And then for Hollywood Studios, we will have to gauge that when we go. We're hoping to get a Rise of the Resistance boarding group. We don't know if that's going to be a possibility, but we're going to try. And that's really the only thing that you are guaranteed to be able to ride at Hollywood Studios with that boarding group. It kind of is the only thing that has somewhat of a fast pass. So we're going to Hollywood Studios tomorrow, and we're going to try and get the boarding group at 7 a.m. in the morning. If we can't get that one, we'll try again for the 1 o'clock one in the park. In terms of the other rides, I still have not done Slinky Dog. I would like to do that. And Mickey and Minnie's Railway, I also have not done. I'd like to do that as well. But I am going to be gauging the rest of this trip on how I feel. We're going to be doing those rides first. That was definitely Josh's tip, to do the things you want to do first so you're not burnt out, and I think that that's a great tip. And I don't really have much more to say than that. I'm hot, I'm tired, we're in our car, we have the air conditioning on, we are headed to Walmart, and I will keep you up to date as to what we do for the rest of the day. We spent the rest of the afternoon just taking a break and relaxing, and we decided we're going to go out to dinner and just enjoy the evening. We're just going to a basic chain restaurant. We're just going to Joe's Crab Shack. So I'm actually not going to take you guys with me. I'm just going to enjoy the one-on-one time with my husband. So for this vlog, that is going to end today. And tomorrow we will be going to Hollywood Studios. And I will let you guys know all about Rise of the Resistance and trying to get that and how that works, and tell you what tips and tricks worked and which ones didn't. So we will be taking you along there tomorrow. As for this vlog, that is it. Have a great day. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching, and I will see you guys real soon. We just got done eating breakfast at Whispering Canyon. I would say it was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. It was my first time doing it, and I loved it.